Alright, g'day again. Yeah. Okay, it's my bug engine, as you can see. I'm going to attempt to make a new manifold. I want to put a what they call a progressive carby. It's a 3236 Weber, and it won't fit. Oh, well, you could fit it, but it won't work on the standard manifold. It just doesn't have enough airflow. It's just not going to work. The volume is just not there, and it's rather sort of stupid, really. I mean, yeah, you've got two ports, 30mm ports, and they go into, well, less than that. This pipe here, you know, they got two 30s going into like a 40. Not even that. Oh yeah, it's supposed to be 40. But yeah, it's just doesn't breathe well enough. That's a Stromberg. It's a grey made of Stromberg with the base stuff of red. That worked alright. It was a whole lot easier to tune than the Solex and a few less issues, but yeah, I want to increase the power a little bit. But right, I've got a couple of issues. Firstly, I was going to build it out of alloy, but it's just the cost of getting the alloy and getting someone to weld it, and it'd have to be made on the engine, and yeah, there's a whole lot of dramas going with it. And I was looking at the standard, the 1301's just a full steel manifold, and it's a one-piece manifold. And the issue I'm going to have with this is the tinware. These separate, and you can't get them off in one piece because you can't get it up past the tinware. Actually, that's probably a bit of an angle too. Yeah, that could be an issue in itself. I might have to, although the plates I'm using are a lot thinner than this, but yeah, will be, well, if I take the studs out. The other side hasn't got studs anyway, the other side's got bolts, so I do bolts. Yeah, it won't be an issue. The issue you got with studs is because the studs are at a bit of an angle. That prevents you from just pulling it straight and up, even after the deal with the tinware. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to cut down here, both sides, probably across here actually. Cut to, across there. I'm going to take some of it out. Probably close, well, about an inch or so, and then close it back up. I'll have to take some of this off the inner part as well. I'll still leave it so that the air flows down to that part of the head, but yeah, just going to close it in, put it, so it'll come to about here, and that will allow me to make the manifold one piece and be able to take it off. But of course, in doing that, I will then have to modify the fan housing to suit this as well. But anyway, I've sort of begun on it. Started with a bit of 10mm plate. I've got two bits bolted together here. I drew it out. First, what I did was I put some silicon on these alloy manifolds and just sat it on top of the tin, and then traced around it so I got a rough idea where they're going to be. I drilled out my two holes. Once I had the two holes, I can then use the gasket, and I haven't got it exactly centered that well, but anyway, still a lot of work to do. But this is the issue you get without having the right tools. Yeah, I did try using, I've got a hole cutter set, but they're just barely even going to scratch it. I do have a hole cutter force steel, but as you can see, it's got after tooth missing already and broken off. Yeah, it's getting pretty chronic. But so, in order to help it along, what I've been doing is just drilling a whole series of holes right next to each other. That's how I cut out this top one, as you can see. Now I'm using that to cut out the bottom ones that are drilling inside it. And I then go to the next size drill, and then there'll still be a couple of little bits, it'll still be holding on by a couple of little bits, so then I'll get the hole saw in it, and yeah, that broken old hole saw will actually cut the rest of it out. And then of course it'll have to be finished with a die grinder, and yeah, it would have been so much easier to just get someone else to cut those out for me, but just, yeah, running short of cash, you know, that cash is always the issue. I mean, I've got a couple hundred here, but yeah, I've got to buy these pieces of pipe, these elbows, so 4 of them, there's $20 each. Yeah, there's $80, and which I'll be picking up tomorrow. I can't even finish these holes actually until I get the 30mm pipe, because I don't have any pipe that's 30mm at the moment. So yeah, until I get those 4 round tubes, yeah, I can't actually finish the hole, but I get the bulk of it done. But yeah, there's still another few hours work just getting the tubes to fit in the flanges. And then I'll bolt the flanges onto the engine. I'll do my cutaways first. I won't weld it back together, but I'll cut it away and, yeah, bend it out of the way, because otherwise when I've tacked it together I can't get it off if I don't do these first. Or possibly what I'll do actually, yeah, I don't really need it on. All I need to know is the height from here to here. So it just has to be enough for the bends to get up over the tinware. So yeah, so I'll pull the tinware off when I actually start welding it, and yeah, modify it afterwards. And yeah, and then there's and you got the whole mixing chamber, the centerpiece. What I'm going to use, because they're 30mm inner. So I've got some square tube here. This has got a 60mm inner, and so I'm going to cut that in half down the center, and yeah, and then cut it again. Cut a flat piece, and so yeah, weld it back on, so it'll be 60 by 30 square tube, and yeah, it does actually fit behind the breather oil filler. I might have to take a little bit, yeah, and we just grind the numbers off. I'll take that off actually before I do that. I'll take it off, look at how thick the wall of that is, and because I think I'll either need to take a mil or two off that. It does sort of fit, but it's really tight. So yeah, if I can take a few mil off the wall of that, that'll help. And if I can't take enough off that, well then I might have to look at putting in a little bit of a dent in the manifold itself. And yeah, right, we'll leave it at that. And if you're interested in seeing how this goes, tune in. There'll be more videos coming, and I'll finally get around to learning how to edit. And I can't even do that at the moment because my main PC's crashed. And yeah, we'll do the whole, there'll be several videos on this, but I'll do them all into one video eventually. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.